Andrew didn't answer right away. That was deliberate. He always waited, just long enough for doubt to start growing. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. Lisa paced. Marcus stood still, arms crossed, watching the door like it might betray us. Finally, my phone vibrated. Not a video. Not a call. A text. You always mistake silence for fear. Marcus leaned in. He's calm, he said. That's worse. Another message followed. Ethan is safe, for now. But you don't understand the scale of what you're sitting on. I typed nothing. Andrew continued anyway. You think this is about loyalty or leverage. It's about containment. Marcus scoffed quietly. Classic justification. The phone buzzed again. This time, a voice note. I played it. Andrew's voice filled the room, controlled, familiar, unsettling. Daniel, you built Carter House on the idea that people deserve a second chance, he said. I agree with you. I clenched my jaw. But you ignored the other side of that idea, he continued. Second chances create witnesses. Lisa whispered, that's twisted. Andrew wasn't finished. You disrupted an ecosystem that existed long before you showed up with good intentions, he said. Now everyone who's passed through your doors is a liability. Marcus muttered, he's repeating their language. Yes, I replied. And believing it. The voice note ended. Another text arrived immediately after. You asked for Ethan's release. That's not how Phase 2 works. Then something new. Coordinates. A timestamp. Tonight. 1 hour. My pulse quickened. Marcus straightened. He's escalating. I looked at the map. That location, I said slowly, isn't neutral. Marcus's eyes narrowed. It's one of the old intake sites, he said. From before Carter House went public. Andrew's final message arrived. Come alone. No tricks. No shadows. We talk like adults. I let the phone drop onto the table. Silence filled the room. Lisa looked at me. You can't go. Marcus shook his head. He wants to isolate you again. I stared at the coordinates. He's not offering a trade, I said. He's offering a test. Marcus met my eyes. Of what? Whether I still believe in what I built, I replied. Or whether I'll burn it down to save one man. The clock ticked louder. Andrew had replied. Not with threats. Not with force. But with a question disguised as an invitation. And those were always the most dangerous. The location looked harmless. That was the first warning. An old intake office near the river. One floor, broken windows, lights still working for no clear reason. Too clean. Too accessible. They want you relaxed, Marcus said over the earpiece. Which means the danger isn't outside. I know, I replied. That's why you're not coming in. I stepped through the door alone. The smell of dust and disinfectant mixed, recent cleaning. Someone wanted this place usable. A table sat in the center of the room. 2 chairs. 1 light above. No visible weapons. Andrew sat already waiting. Hands folded. Back straight. Like this was a mediation session, not a trap. You're late, he said mildly. Traffic, I replied, sitting opposite him. We studied each other. No anger. No fear. That was the second warning. You didn't bring Ethan, I said. Andrew nodded. Correct. Then this isn't a negotiation. No, Andrew replied calmly. It's an assessment. I felt the shift then. This wasn't about exchange. It was about me asterisk. You're measuring something, I said. Andrew smiled faintly. Good, you're paying attention. He leaned back. Do you know why they're uneasy about you, Daniel? I stayed silent. Because you're not reacting the way the model predicts, Andrew continued. You don't prioritize assets, you prioritize people. I clenched my jaw. That's not a flaw. Andrew tilted his head. It is in systems designed to survive without empathy. The light flickered once. Not power. Signal. They're listening, I said. Andrew didn't deny it. Not to words, he said. To patterns. My pulse slowed. That was the third warning. This room wasn't bugged for sound. It was reading behavior. Heartbeat. Micropauses. Eye movement. They're profiling me, I said quietly. Yes, Andrew replied. And deciding whether you're manageable. I leaned forward. And Ethan. Andrew's expression tightened, just a fraction. He volunteered, Andrew said. To be useful one last time. I felt heat rise in my chest. You put him here to test *me*. I put him where he'd be safest, Andrew corrected. With people who don't kill unless necessary. I laughed once. That's your justification. Andrew met my eyes. Daniel, if you fail this assessment, Phase 3 won't be public exposure. I didn't blink. What then? Andrew spoke softly. Redesign. I felt cold. Of what? You, he said. The word landed heavier than a threat. They'll remove you from leadership without arrest. Without headlines. They'll fracture your network slowly. Turn loyalty into fatigue. Fatigue into silence. I realized then. This meeting wasn't a trap. It was a mirror asterisk. They weren't trying to take me. They were trying to decide. Whether to erase what I represent asterisk. Andrew stood. You can still walk away, he said. Step back. Let Carter House become just another nonprofit. And Ethan, I asked. Andrew hesitated. That was new. If you pass, he said finally. He walks free. And if I do? Andrew looked at the wall. Then he becomes proof. I stood too. No, I said quietly. He becomes the line you crossed. Andrew looked at me, really looked this time. You don't understand, he said. They don't lose. I stepped past him toward the door. Neither do people, I replied. When they stop pretending they're powerless. As I left, my earpiece crackled. Marcus's voice, tense. Daniel, readings just spiked. They're not just watching anymore. I didn't stop walking. Good, I said softly. Then they're finally afraid of the right thing. Behind me, Andrew remained in the room. Alone. For the first time. He wasn't managing the outcome. He was part of the data.